Hi everyone, nice to be with you today. Let me start off. So I am Thibault Castagne, I'm the CEO and co-founder of Vianova. And so Vianova in a nutshell is a software as a service solution aggregating data to provide mobility intelligence to cities, fleets and businesses for road safety, regulation, traffic management, everything leveraging basically connected vehicles data. And here we STARTUP AUTOBAHN, we work with several companies on a road safety product. Road safety is still a major issue among cities. Half of the accidents today involve a car and pedestrian and cyclist. Under 30 years old, this is the biggest or the largest actually reasons of death. And this is taken very seriously by the EU Commission, as you can see with the Vision Zero program. In a nutshell, so what we do is that we have actually built a road safety dashboard using connected vehicles data to map risk hotspots in cities, and namely actually the occurrences basically of encounters with pedestrian and cyclists, focusing basically on policymakers as well as fleet managers so that they can actually take the best decision to actually reduce these road fatalities. So in a nutshell, basically, like we are utilizing this data, visualizing risk first as harsh braking itself, but also what we called and what we computed as risk score. A risk score is basically a way that you actually would calculate insights based on aggregating information such as harsh braking of vehicles with the density of pedestrian and cyclists, and actually map what we call near misses in cities, which are extremely important with the new ways of how public space is being shared today. We're actually combining 4 different types of data. Car data, where we're getting from OEMs and telematics, accidents, crash historical data, infrastructure data from OpenStreetMap, as well as cyclist and pedestrian flows. That help us basically to plug this into the algorithm and compute a risk score, a relative risk score that you can attribute to road segment that will tell you like what is the relative basically dangerousness of each road segment and the statistical evidence of meeting basically pedestrian cyclists with an abnormal driving events from cars. This is an example of what we did actually with the city of Zurich, but also Basel, where we mapped the 10 dangerous streets for what we call vulnerable road users, cyclists and pedestrians. So this is very important now for policymakers and transport planners on how actually to reduce road fatalities and casualties for these cyclists and pedestrians. So from a use case perspective, there is 2 main use cases for cities. Number 1 is actually identify high crash risk zones to intervene on the actual infrastructure or modify the traffic regulations, but also like real-time alerting of traffic incidents when there is actually crashes itself. For OEMs and fleets, it's about proactively warning drivers when approaching dangerous areas, but also optimizing navigation to account for road riskiness. And there is a long way to go, and at Vianova we're working very hard basically to meet this target from the EU, but as you can see there is a long way to go where we have to achieve all together as an ecosystem towards this Vision Zero framework that we aim for. So at Vianova our mission is to empower cities, businesses and operators with data and insights to make transport faster, greener and safer. And so far we had tremendous traction, basically signing with 60 cities across Europe, more than 50 mobility companies from OEMs, telematics and shared mobility, and turning 1 million euros revenue last month. It's a team of 25 people across 5 different countries, 11 nationalities, 7 languages. So we welcome everyone in the company. Couple of updates from us. We are now applying for our first RFQ with a leading OEM using a road safety algorithm. We won a Road Safety Europe and tendered value at €500,000. And we just launched our Series A of €5 million. So come talk to us if you are keen to collaborate or invest in the company. Thank you very much.